Okay, here we are in another 4v4 match. I recently casted a game on Battlestars. The players are pretty similar in this match. We're going to have to note that this map is basically a FFA map. So, the teams, I actually don't know what the teams are. Crap. We'll have to figure that out. But let's start with the players here. Here we have Wokesy once again in the hot pink playing as Lightbringers. He's going to be next to DonaldJohnTrump playing as the dark blue Cranioids, who's next to fartvader playing as orange Cranioids. Master FTL, is that Master Faster Than Light, playing as the lime green Guardians, losing his initial units to some harass from fartvader. It appears that he is Master FTL is going to be allied with Tubby27, who had to do that left cell opening. Wait, he did not have to do that, actually. He could have opened with, he could have opened differently here. But yeah, it definitely does seem that Tubby and Master Faster Than Light are teamed, while fartvader and Master Faster Than Light are not teamed. We do have Ilane V08 playing as the Cyan Renegades, Athorgo playing as the Red Deathbringers, no, Deathsworn, and UtopianEargasm playing as the Lavender Cranioids. Okay, so I would venture to guess that the team here is UtopianEargasm, Wokesy, DonaldJohnTrump, and fartvader against Athorgo. Yeah, Athorgo and UtopianEargasm are definitely enemies. So it does seem that I may have been right about this. Then we have Athorgo, Ilane, Tubby, and Master FTL. I do think our northeastern team is a little strong in this. I would definitely guess that they have the advantage because of the players here. I would say the top players are definitely Wokesy and Tubby, but after that, I would give the next thing to UtopianEargasm or DonaldJohnTrump. fartvader seems to be somewhat competent. On the other hand, I have no idea about Ilane. Athorgo is decent, but I think he was pretty new at this point because this was March. But nowadays I'd consider him decent as a 4v4 3v3 player. And it looks like Athorgo's actually going to fall to UtopianEargasm right now. And so this is really interesting. UtopianEargasm is definitely playing based off of the map, because on the previous map he had a shared base with Wokesy and his other teammates. So he was able to rely on them to cover for him while he quick-teched straight to motherships. But now he's in a map where, I wanted to point this out earlier, because the map is a little wider, the teammates are a little farther apart from each other. And if you're on the border, your closest teammate is the same distance from you as your closest enemy. So yeah, and UtopianEargasm was on the border, so he decided, I'm not going to let Wokesy just cover my early game for me now. I'm going to go mass a bunch of stink bugs and go eliminate Athorgo, and that's exactly what he did. He basically took out half of Athorgo's stuff. Ilane actually had to build a defensive turret in Athorgo's base for him. Ilane is coming in. Those infantry are going to be massacred. Ilane really doesn't have much on the field, just machine gun infantry and armored cars. That is not going to cut it. And yeah, these stink bugs are basically marching in. For DonaldJohnTrump too, also, look at the stink bug mass. Lots and lots of damage here. Gonna give Tubby tons and tons of trouble, even though he has reached tank tech. It is a little late. It probably is because he was fighting on this front against fartvader, trying to defend his teammate Master FTL, who is basically on nothing but defensive turrets, has no production structures of his own. Ouch. So wow, Master FTL has no military units on the field. Yeah, okay. So, and now he's asking, and of course he asked Ilane to assist Athorgo, but yeah, that obviously wasn't enough, because Ilane has nothing other than armored cars and machine gun infantry, which are basically going to be next to useless versus stink bugs, which are going to do tons and tons of damage versus them while taking almost none back. Yeah. Okay, so it looks like, yeah, DonaldJohnTrump just charging in. I'm not going to say that he utterly stopped Tubby, because he was with fartvader. Between fartvader and DonaldJohnTrump, Tubby really didn't have a chance, and he's basically GG'd. The rest of his teammates are basically rapidly falling apart. Yeah, originally when I saw the player names in this game, I thought, okay, this is a decent collection of good players along with the minimal amounts of players I don't know. And the two players I didn't know specifically were Master FTL and Elaine. On the other hand, I forgot that Athorgo was probably pretty new at this point when this game was played. And also, I did not account for the fact that Athorgo and the two unknowns would be matched together against this team. So yeah, this game definitely not as interesting as the last game I casted. Definitely not as close, with Tubby not being able to hold on what was practically like a 2v4 almost. Yeah, ouch. And so yeah, basically the only thing left is Eileen's HQ and a random ref, which is going to fall rather quickly. Oh, and okay, Master FTL is still trying to rebuild that. Yeah. Okay, yeah, talk about a rather quick game, rather devastating, and we saw what happened when UtopianEargasm, Wokesy, DonaldJohnTrump, and fartvader combined their forces together. Ouch.